Yep, we're going to wait and see. All right, coming up, the first witness is called to the stand. That's right on the other side of this break.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. Michael Ayala here with Judge Ashley Wilcott. Before we go back into court, let me bring in our guest, still with us, trial attorney Michael Jaafar. Michael, what I want to ask you is, we just heard from a deputy who was on the scene initially. We heard about a letter. It was an interesting letter. It had things to do on it, and it certainly sounded like someone who was preparing not to be at home. It also sounded like it was someone who was preparing perhaps to be in a hospital rather than dead. And then it also had a bit of a, what do they call, a living will. I mean, all those things point to the idea that this was someone who maybe was thinking about hurting herself in some way. How helpful is that either way?
I think this is very helpful to the defense because while she's not telling people, hey, I'm about to kill myself, obviously that would be very helpful to the defense. It just shows that the person was in a bad state of mind, was in a bad health state, and was not doing well. And so I think this is more helpful to the defense than it is to the prosecution, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think at the very least she was contemplating the idea that maybe hurting herself and that she'd end up in a hospital. And you have to say, maybe dead.
Maybe. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of evidence in this case.
There's a lot. Yes, there's going to be a lot of nuance here.
Yeah, I'm not quite buying it, but I think to your point, the evidence may push me that direction.